Going on, everybody? This is John Hester here at Hester's Motorsports, and this will be the final update video of the build, and then the next video that you're going to see on this is going to be absolutely completed and done and ready to pick up. So wanted to get this while we're finishing it up here before we fully complete it and just give a rundown on this. So as you can see, now we have our long travel setup. We call this an MT long travel. So we got the long travel on the S model. A longer A-arm, a lot bigger shock. He went with stage 3s, front and rear. We have the door extensions on here. So there's the rear. Suckers have tremendous travel. So as you can see, the bumper is all now completed and installed and done. I'm going to turn this light off real quick so as I come around, it's not a tremendous amount of backlighting on here. So now we got on this side here, he's finishing it up, getting it all together, but I wanted to just show just how massive the travel is on this sucker. I mean, it's just ridiculous amounts. Ridiculous amounts of travel. So this is the pinnacle setup. I mean, nobody comes close to our travel, articulation, or nothing. On the S model, we had to, of course, we had chopped this off. If you watched a lot of the videos and shorts that I've been doing on this build, we started out cutting this off and relocating it up to be able to fit a non-S setup. But as far as how the A-arms fit, axles, everything's identical to a non-S. This is the only part that you need to change right there. So you change that and you're good to go. Then in the back seat here, you can see the bench seat with harnesses. So we got the bench seat in here, and we have sound deadening heat shield underneath here. And of course, if you watch all our other videos, this is all sound deadened heat shield. The exhaust is all header wrapped. You can see the header wrap all the way to the mufflers, from the cylinder heads to the mufflers, all wrapped. We've got the pass-throughs on the front seats with harnesses, some PRP harnesses here. And as you saw in the last video, the Ryco turn signal kit, all the electrical stuff, the sound system, everything like that. So this one here we wanted to show as it's finally coming together. And we've got the wheels are going to be the stock wheels. So we're keeping the stock wheels, and we're going with 32-inch moto claws because this is going to Arizona. We need a DOT tire, but we wanted a real nice, aggressive tire for desert, rock crawling, and everything that you could throw at it. Moto claws are pretty wicked in that there. And you can see so here's the Hester Edition long travel shock here. This is a stage 3. And we use massive reservoirs on 3, 4s, and 5s on this setup, just because of the amount of travel. We want to have a tremendous amount of cycling of the oil and everything, so it lasts a tremendous amount of time. And we did, normally these would be black springs, but we did silver springs, so it all matches the black, silver, red. And in this here, we got black and silver there, black and silver there. I'm trying to back up. Sorry, I got vehicles all around me here, so trying to get it. And then the Gnome sound system up there. And once we get it down, then we'll get those positioned, get everything tightened up. Got the Rhino-Lite whips, 4-foot whips on top of the roof there, disconnectable with all quick disconnects. We mounted the Super ATV 4,500 pound winch down low because he wanted right in the middle a 12-inch light bar right there. The halos, all Rhino-Lites. All awesome setup here. So we're going to sit at about 68 inches wide, so it's going to look like a KRX. It's going to flex like crazy with 32s. Our target point is 16 inches of ground clearance. Can I have more? Of course I could have more, but I don't want to have more. The key to performance is down travel. So I mean, see, that's fully extended right there. You know, so that's what your A-arms could look like if you crank the living crap out of them. But it's going to ride like a brick. You want suspension. Let me grab my phone and turn it a little bit different here. See, you want suspension to properly set. You want the machine sitting on the ground about like that. So that way you have all this down travel. So when you hit a bump, the tire drops in and out and the chassis stays perfectly level and it doesn't drop into the hole too. That's why you get these machines with almost no down travel. They've got them lift kits and all that other crap added to it, trying to shove that A-arm down to get more ground clearance, when the key to performance and ride quality is getting that suspension to follow the terrain without the chassis ever feeling it. You want the chassis to stay straight and just be a vibration. Well, this is just going, you know, like that. So that is the key to performance on suspension. If you have your suspension looking like that, where there's like no down travel, you know, as soon as you go into a hole, this whole machine is going to fall into that hole and dip. And then whenever it does, then it's going to slam into the opposite side of the hole and then bam. And then the whole chassis is going to go, it's going to drop and go bam like that. And your head's going to go wham like that. And it makes your, your ride terrible, stuff like that. So proper, you know, setting your sag correctly, proper down travel, proper up travel. You want to make sure that you have a good percentile on all of that. So that's why I do so much testing whenever I engineer our Hester Edition Elka shocks. I do so much testing in spring rates and valving and everything because I want the thing to ride like it's never ever ridden before, and I want all these numbers to be near perfect based off of all the weights that you give us whenever you order the shocks or order whatever you want from us. We try to get all that to where when you bolt it up, you just drop the machine down. In this particular build, you know, we'll drop it down. We got the tie rods loose because we still have to do the wheel alignment, and we have the nuts loose here because we have to final check. Now, granted, you can see that the camber is near perfectly straight right here. We got near 0 degree all the way down, but whenever we set up, we want it to be at about -1 degree camber at ride height. So that's how it's going to be set up. So, and then we got a spare right here. So, I mean, I don't know if you noticed, I got 5 tires over there. We're just doing just a black ITB Delta wheel, just something simple, you know, because we're keeping the stock wheels on this. He didn't want to change the wheels. We'll go with the stock wheels and let it roll, and it does fine. And he didn't care about rotating front and rear and all that other stuff. So the staggered wheel offsets is fine. We'll get it really good. And of course we did clutching. We did stage 3 from the ground up clutching system on this. Had a machine the sheaves and everything. Did all of that. We've got more stuff to add to this. So this is going to have phone holders front and rear. I mean, a bunch of stuff. We still have more stuff to add, but at least it's come together. The body is on. You can see the seats. The whole interior is completed. Wiring's completed. Once we get it done, we'll do final adjustments on positioning of this. You know, so once we get it down and the machine is sitting level, then we'll set our positions of these lights correctly to make sure that they're spot on. Same thing with the light bar, make sure it's spot on, and then do a final tightening of everything. Adjust, yeah, as you can tell, the mirrors pointing down because we just bolted the mirror on, but we still got to, you know, finish everything up. So we'll rotate that. We'll sit inside. We get all that done. Get all that done. Another thing I wanted to point out is for this, I mean, this is a tremendously expensive machine, north of 40 grand on this build, because it's a brand new machine out of the crate. So we bought the machine, all the parts, accessories, labor, everything like that. So this is a turnkey build. And so I had custom Hester Edition stickers made just for this. So we got the red, black, and white Hester Edition stickers to go in with this beautiful machine. A couple of small ones on the back here too. Yeah, little touches on there. One thing that I did notice, the manufacturer of this cab, or the roll cage, sorry, I completely forgot the name. God, I'm terrible with names. I'm so mentally shot. Their tube on the side here needs to be bent out a little bit more because it is literally right up against the body there. That's about the only thing that I noticed on the cage fitment. Other than that, it was flawless everywhere else. They did a very good job on it. 120 DOM piping, everything like that. It's really nice. Full aluminum top on there with quick sets. Those, it's got quick connects on the roof screw. So if you ever want to take the roof off, you could probably remove the entire roof in a couple minutes from the cage. So pretty slick deal on that. And this is going to Arizona, so this isn't a rock bashing beast. So we didn't need to upgrade the skid plates. It's got the factory skid plates, which is more than adequate for this particular build and terrain and everything like that. This is going to see a lot of roads. Kids are going to go to school in this badass deal. Sound system rocking, everything. It's going to be pretty slick. It's going to be slicker than snot on a doorknob ball, tell you what. You feeling me? So once we get this thing down, get it all complete. I'm trying to back up here. Sorry, I got this Honda Talon over here with a shock clutch system on it. Very, very common on these Talons. Very common. Everybody thinks that DCT is the bee's knees until they get a bill for repairing it. Yeah. So, anyways, back to this. What do you guys think? Really love to hear what you guys think in the comment, how this machine has progressed. If you started watching this from the very beginning, you know, go back, watch the series of this. 1 through, we're now at 4. You'll see this thing was started out as a frame and an engine and a few little electronics up there and got it all going. And then the next video that you see, it will be complete on the ground out in front of the dealership, going over every single thing and showing a complete product. One badass mudda humpa. When you want God mode suspension, that is it, man. I'll tell you. I've got that on my personal Teryx, and I had an HCR long travel, and I mean, you can go on our Facebook page and you can look at post HCR long travel versus this. You know, my Teryx with the HCR and another Teryx that we built with our MT long travel, and I mean, it decimated the HCR, decimated it. It was pretty awesome. HCR would only flex about 21 inches, and this one was almost 30 inches of flex. It's just crazy. And with our Hester Edition Elka shocks, you have by far the highest performance system. We have a 2-stage speed-sensitive valving system in all 5 of our stages. And then you get to pick out of the 5 stages how much tunability you want. You know, if you don't care about playing with shocks, you just want God mode travel and all that, you can do fine on stage 1s. A lot of guys. Check out our Facebook page, Hester Edition Elka Suspension Owners on Facebook, and you'll see loads of owners, even with this type of setup, you know, mid-travels, regulars, on many brands. Many brands. So, we get you all set up. You need any parts or accessories, you just call Hester's Motorsports here, 575-445-3558, Tuesday through Saturday, or you could text them at that number, message them on Facebook, go to the website, hester-motorsports.com. That's mainly for vehicles. We like to talk to you on parts and accessories because we like to talk to you on all this stuff and make sure that, you know, you're getting everything that you need whenever we create the setups. Like, I mean, we're an HCR dealer, right? HCR, it doesn't come with the bushings, doesn't come with axles. It comes with new stems to use your stock axles, you know. Comes with tie rod extensions. I mean, it's not complete. We make sure it's complete. You know, like you call us up and say, hey, I want this. We're going to make sure, you know, you got the, you know, UHMW bushings, tie rods, shocks of your choice, axles that come with it complete. If you want a frame stiffener like this one has, we definitely recommend it on that. It's a cheap upgrade to have that frame stiffener in there, because you're sitting out wider and you got a lot more leverage, like a cheater bar. So thank you all for watching. God bless. Love to hear what you think about how this has come along in the comments. It's come a long ways from a frame and an engine, and we still got a little bit more to go. God bless, and make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we sure love to, you know, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you hate the video, give us a thumb down. It's up to you. It's up to you. We aim to please, and if you're not happy, you're not happy. Thank you all. God bless, and have a Merry Christmas, because right now it's December of 2023. If you're watching this, have yourself a Merry Christmas.